Hold on, I'm doing something right now. So, right now, looking at it, the way the draft has been going, it's been the same things that's been going on everything. You're hearing the same thing about building a team. You're looking for arm strength. You're looking for versatility. You're looking for velocity. You're looking for speed. You're looking for power, good hand and eye coordination. The baseball slow-mo camera is probably one of the best devices out there. Is this helping with the tools of the game or not? And you see all the stats they're putting out there about what teams have done in the previous draft year and this and that by that positional player, where those guys are at now. It makes you really ponder now that there are no 40 rounds of the draft, that is just 5 rounds and 120 players being selected between today and tomorrow. Who's really to blame when these players don't make it as far as player progression? It really breaks that down. And as we saw, when players get drafted at one position in Major League Baseball, want to put them somewhere else. And the fact that how long it takes to get guys to the Major League level, I like how they have been pointing that out, as well the projectile numbers on guys that are coming in with these numbers, not just their size, but the velocity, the hand and eye coordination, the trajectory of the ball. All of that has value to it. But the one thing that has been baffling me about the numbers they have been putting up is the comparison to some major league players. I don't think they should do that to an 18-year-old guy coming into a league. I don't think they should do that to a guy that's a second-year player playing a full season as far as collegiate baseball, whose name is mentioned tonight. I think we're going to let these guys grow into their own athlete. I like how they've been handling the interviews, even though the young man that was asleep. But it's been a long day for these guys. They're doing things not just for Major League Baseball and ESPN, but also with their local colleges and universities and communities, team affiliations, relatives, radio stations. These guys have been up all damn day. So I don't blame some of these young kids for being a little tired and a little weary right now. But I like the way, it's been going, though, as far as the pitching aspect. But look how detailed the stats are. They have the numbers on how the ball is rotating on your fastball, how many times it should rotate on the major league level as compared to you coming out of high school or the collegiate level and the minor league level. They have numbers they want you to hit. They know the rotation on the ball when it's releasing you. The stats in baseball that they know, it's like you better go there knowing what you want to know. Whether it starts out early and so far through the first 15 picks, Little League World Series star sensation Monet Davis' name has come up twice. She struck out 2 of the guys that got picked in the top 10 6 years ago. Can you imagine if Monet Davis was eligible to be in the Major League Baseball draft, just for shits and giggles out there? But the numbers of the game of baseball, it will have you using pens, markers, pencil, erasers to try to figure it out. And we've seen a few of these managers in Major League Baseball that have not been doing a good job, and I like the way that Carl Ravitch has pinpointed what it means for a young athlete to go to a ball club that knows what they're doing with young players, because you can get lost in the system if they do not know how to handle that. We've seen that in the past. And it really helps going to a team that has veteran leadership, a good farm system, players that give back to the program or the community of Major League Baseball. I think all that comes together, the hidden intangibles of trying to make these young kids a rising star and a nice welcoming committee to the Major League Baseball family and teams that they're going to. But the information they have been putting out, if you're a baseball enthusiast, you get it. If it's your first time really paying attention to baseball, keeping a scorecard, understanding all that, you may have some hand-raising questions, but the rest, they're breaking it down for you on the bottom of the screen, the box. Follow along on Twitter. You're getting a lot of feedback. Again, I'm enjoying, this is my 3rd draft with the VR. I'm loving the content that's coming out of Major League Baseball. I am loving it. I love the family shots with these kids. I love the fact they're explaining the relationships, whether they met past players that were very influential to them by going to a game. I love the connection that some of these kids have had with current Major League Baseball players, but in their collegiate career. And I love how it keeps coming up about Little League Baseball as well as the College World Series in Omaha, Nebraska. And the fact that no information has been too much for me or too little. I'm loving it all. I wish we could watch a game in game. Look like we got one. That the young man I've been looking for? Yeah, I think this is the young man that came out of Howard University that I think I was following. I think the Cubs got him. Yeah, Ed Howard. Yeah, no, this is the high school kid. This kid is fast. This kid, well, if you're in high school, you better be fast. This is what the fourth player I think that I heard them mention that has some of the best baseball base running skills they've seen in quite some time. That goes a long way. And I love the fact the players that have been selected in the outfield, there's versatility there. You can't be a one position player. I'm glad to all the baseball coaches out there throughout America that have been preaching the words and showing what versatility means. Spread yourself out, know other position, know the importance of what it means when you're in your cutoff drills. Know each man's role. That way there's no excuses for when things don't go your way and they do go your way because you've been on both sides of the ball. But I'm enjoying the draft, man. This is a draft I would love to go to one day if they host it in a major city to bring back that without the helmet, this is what we look like in Major League Baseball. But they're only doing the one round today. Again, they used to do 40 rounds. It's going to be 5 rounds now. They're going to pick back up tomorrow. Look, I think about 3 o'clock tomorrow, they're going to pick up tomorrow and go from there rounds 2 through 5. We won't get through the first round tonight. But that slow-mo camera, Carl Ravitch is bringing it in the bottom of the screen with the stats. And you got to love where these kids are doing their VR watch party. The folks that's with them, their parents, whether they're at a training facility or with their team players or at their own home or at a local place. I love the way it's been looking, showing how much fun baseball can be if you kids stick with it. And I like the fact how a few kids have already said, if my dad wouldn't have did this or did that, not saying push you, but explain to you about the process of being a baseball player. That's what I'm liking so far. I'm waiting to see what the St. Louis Cardinals do with the 21st pick. Hoping it's something exciting, something that's not on the board, but we'll figure it out. But you guys get back to it. Until next time, don't forget to visit the website, www.whostoblame.com. Take it easy.